oh boy, have you ever had the employee that's out there that says, I'm going to call the reporting board, I'm going to call the state on you, I'm going to call whoever, and protect themselves. Now, retaliation is one of the ugliest things that the courts see out there in employment law. They look at somebody who has reported them to the SEC, reported them to your state regulatory board, reported you to whoever, that you are in violation, and then you terminate them for cause is still considered retaliation. So what can you do? Unfortunately, you have a couple of short, but most of our avenues are very long. So we have an employee who's reported you. They've gone to, and you will know if they've reported you because that reporting agency typically has 30 days to put in writing that you've been reported. If you don't see that in 30 days, you can start the process of terminating somebody. Because in my experience, there's probably 80% of the time they don't actually report. They just like to threaten. They like to be that difficult employee, like, I'm going to report you. Well, the reality is some do, many don't. So, or they may report and it's not anything that anybody's going to investigate. But if there is something, you've got 30, maybe you want to push to 60 just in case, you can always call the reporting board and say, I have an employee. They won't necessarily tell you that you've been reported, but you should be able to figure out if there's something going on. And then, unfortunately, if you have been reported, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can monitor the situation. You can continue to write them up. You can continue to walk them through performance plans, but you really can't fire. And it's the hardest thing in the world, and I know that it feels like you're banging your head against the wall. And particularly if you know that their reporting is baseless. But you have to work your way through it. You then, I always suggest you contact an employment lawyer to help you extricate yourself from your employee. It may take, unfortunately, for you to pay them to go away. But look at it this way. That short-term payment that you're giving them to go away is much easier on your other employees because everybody else is affected by that bad behavior. And your acceptance of bad behavior tells other employees that that's okay. And when it's not, it's absolutely not. And you don't want to live in the world where somebody's going, you can report that, you can report that. You don't want to live in that world. Send them off and just pay them to go away and have a disclaimer that when they accept payment that you've worked through with your attorney, that they can't sue you. And kind of move that way. Good luck.